Let X be the percentage score on a college entrance exam for students who did not participate in an exam prep seminar. X is uniform on A through 100. Y be the percentage score on college entrance exam for students who did participate in the exam prep seminar, and Y is uniform on 1.25A to 100. The expected value of X squared is given. Find the 80th percentile of Y. So we can always find the 80th percentile of any uniform distribution very easily, or in fact, any distribution. But the point is that we don't know A right now. And once we have A, then afterwards, it's just a very simple step to that will give the 80th percentile. And to get A, we will use the fact that expected value of X squared is given. So more information is given about the X. About the X, we are given not only the distribution, but we are also given the expected value of X squared. And these two things together will help us find the A, and then we'll substitute the A here and find the 80th percentile of Y. So let's work with the X first. So let's open a word screen. So it was given that X is uniform on A100. So let's write it down. X is uniform on A to 100. And now for a uniform distribution, we know that the expected value is just the midpoint. So it'd be A plus 100 by 2. And the variance of uniform distribution is, so remember, if it's AB, then it's B minus A squared by 12. So in this case, B is 100. So the variance is 100 minus A whole square by 12. So we know the mean and variance of uniform distribution. And now the numerical value that's given to us is for E of X squared. And so now we will write that equation which relates the E of X and variance of X and E of X squared. So that equation is variance of X is equal to E of X squared minus EX whole square. And from this, we can calculate E of X squared by doing the algebra. So that implies that E of X squared is equal to variance of X plus E of X whole square. And now E of X squared is given to be 19600 by 3. Variance of X is 100 minus A whole squared by 12. And E of X was A plus 100 by 2. Okay, and now it's just a matter of simplifying this and finding A. So 19600 by 3 equals, let's open up the square. So that's a minus b whole square. So 100 square is 10,000. Minus 2ab, so minus 200a. Plus a square over 12. Plus, open up the second square. So it's a square plus 200a. Plus 10,000 over 4. And now we can multiply everything by 12. So imagine multiplying everything by 12. Okay, so it disappears somehow. So when we multiply this by 12, the 3 and the 12 give you a 4. So it will get 4 times the 19600, which would be 78400 equals. So here we have the full 12. So the 12 will go away when you multiply this by 12, and you just get these 3 terms. 10,000 minus 200a plus a square. And here again, when you multiply this one by 12, 4 times 3 is 12. So all these 3 terms will be multiplied by 3. So plus 3a square plus 600a plus 30,000. And now we have, let's move everything on one side. So 0 is equal to, so we have a square plus 3a square. So that's 4a square. And then minus 200a plus 600a is 400a. And then 30,000 minus 78,400 is negative. Okay, so we have 30,000 and a 10,000. So that's 40,000. And then when you subtract, this one moves on the other side and gets subtracted. So 40,000 minus 78,400 is negative 38,400. Okay, so we can divide it all by 4. So when we divide it all by 4, this would be a square plus 100a minus 9,600. Zero is equal to a square minus 100a minus 9,600. And this factors into a minus 160, a plus 60. Negative 160 plus 60 is a negative 100, and negative 160 times 60 is negative 9,600. So this is the correct factoring. And if you don't see it, you can use the quadratic formula. And so that gives a is equal to 160 or negative 60. So a cannot be negative if we go back to the problem, because x is the percentage score that these students made, and we're assuming that nobody makes a score less than 0. So this a has to be positive, or 0 at least. I mean, it can't be lower than 0. So this one is out.
I think that you have to reverse the sign. I think it's a plus 160 and then a minus 60. No? Or
let's see. Maybe, okay, let's make sure if we got it correct here. Oh, so I had this, I copied the signs wrong here. The a term was positive and this one was negative. So I had them backwards. So I wrote the correct factors for what I wrote over there, but I wrote it wrong because this was positive and this was negative. So yeah, you're right. So then this would be plus 160, and this is negative 60. And so A comes out to be negative 160 or 60. So this one, negative 1 is out. So now we have A is equal to 60. Okay. So now, therefore, the PDF of Y is uniform. So the PDF of Y was 1.258 times 100. So be 1.25 times 60 and 100. Okay, so what's 1.25 times 60? 75. Okay, so now we have the exact uniform distribution of Y, and the question was to find the 80th percentile. So know that the 80th percentile is equal to probability Y is less than. Okay, so okay, let 80th percentile be K. And so we have that probability Y is less than K, 0.8. So using this one, we will find the 80th percentile, and we can look at the number line. Distribution is 75 to 100. And let's say the 80th percentile is sitting somewhere here. So that's the K. And probability Y less than K. So Y less than K would be this part. That's the part where Y is less than K. And so that probability would be this distance, K minus 75, divided by the total distance, which is 100 minus 75. So that's the probability that Y is less than K, and we want that to be 0.8. And so it's basically finding K from this equation. So we have K minus 75. So 100 minus 75 is 25, and then that multiplies here. 25 times 0.8 is 20. And so K is 95. And that is choice E. So I hope that makes this clear.